Well, the other concern that I'm very much concerned with is our flooding and fresh
Right.
water sources. As you know, we have had some flooding, especially here in Creekside Park.
Hmm.
But we have to find a way to mitigate that so that it doesn't impact any other parts of the woodlands. But the other concern that I have is our water supply. Currently, we have water that we get water from the ground source as far as the surface water. And so there's going to be a challenge that we're going to be facing probably sooner than later. How we want to continue to get fresh water. Because as you drill more water from the ground, you're causing the ground to subside more. And when the ground subside, you have a tendency to create fault lines. And when those fault lines occur, it's going to impact people's homes and houses and businesses. So that's another concern of mine, even though the township board doesn't have direct oversight over that, but we can work with the San Jacinto River Authority and all the other different entities that do have jurisdiction over groundwater and fresh surface water, as well as flooding, to make sure that we have representatives at the table to mitigate those issues so that we can go into the future not having to be concerned about whether or not we're going to get fresh water and where we're going to get it from, but develop and work with the plans that some of those organizations have already worked with, and the ones that we feel is best for the woodlands and surrounding areas, that's what we should work with. But that is another major concern of mine too.
That's very interesting. I think
Yeah.
that's something that a lot of people fail to even consider are fresh water sources.
Yes.
That's one of the things that we take for granted too. Also about flooding too. That's like a big, definitely a big concern. That while we haven't had like a big major tropical storm, we almost did, but thankfully it spared us. Well, we haven't had one of those in a while. People have sort of forgot about how bad it was, like with Tropical Storm Harvey and everything. Because I remember
Mm-hmm.
I went down to Creekside Park area. Uh, the neighborhood starts with a T. I can't remember the name of it, but
Imran.
Tiburon, yes, that was
Yes.
really, really bad. I mean, remember there was some homes. One of my friend's homes, her family's home took on like 3 feet of water in it,
Yes.
and I mean, their house is kind of elevated too, so it came all the way up the driveway and came 3 feet up against the wall in their home. So
Yes.
flooding has become a major issue, and especially seeing that we're not done yet with hurricane season and all that good stuff. We're just hoping that we're going to get spared this year.